All right, I'm gonna weigh myself on here. We're gonna see how much this stand weighs to start out with. So 207. 223.
16 pounds?
16 pound. That's with everything except sticks, whatever you're gonna climb with.
Yeah.
Like my mini Viper is 18 pounds.
Naked.
But this right here, the difference is the distance from your back. The weight is here, is what it feels like. It feels like there's more weight in this plastic than there is on this back piece, because there's no backwards pulling like on my back at all. Right here is shaped just like your back, and it's got a mesh in there like trampoline material, so you can't feel it on your spine. I mean, it actually gives you lumbar support, even to my lower back. Right. You know, and I don't even have the belt on or anything. If you attach.
Yeah, as you walk in.
If you're walking in, you're gonna have this on, and you got a chest strap like on a backpack. And you can snug everything up however you want it, but even this belt, I mean, that holds weight up off your back. You know, I mean, I could loosen these straps up just about. You see?
Right.
I mean, it's just sitting right there on top of my butt. There's no weight on your back. It's not even pulling on you. It does not feel like it's 16 pounds. I mean, the weight of this stand compared to the weight distribution on a climber is completely opposite. So just weird. It seems like you have to pull that seat up, but you don't.
No, you don't have to do anything, just sit down.
You lean into it and it just turns into a seat.
Yeah. You can see how that fork, that fork is just however you want it. I got it adjusted out because I don't want my knees up against the tree.
Yeah,
I want a little bit of space.
Yeah, you're gonna do this knob and it slides in and out. It gives you different distance from the tree or into the tree. It's trampoline material. Right. It's just like either if you're used to the old tree lounges or the Millenniums.
Millenniums have that. So.
Yeah, the Millenniums, the same stuff, and the whole back is made out of that too. Right. It's got a frame.
Got like a polymer frame.
Yeah, kind of like an office chair, but your back is actually against that trampoline material that gives. It doesn't, there's nothing hard touching your back. That to me is one of the most comfortable things about this whole stand. This is more comfortable than a climber.
Oh yeah, most climbers, yes.
By far, to me, this seat is more comfortable than sitting in like a Summit or something against the tree. I mean, it's just extremely comfortable. Plus you got, I mean, you can recline a little bit if you want to.
You got adjustable headrest back there. That's optional.
Yeah, just show that.
So you can adjust that, and you can reach back there and pull that up.
Pull up?
Yeah, it just slides
up like in a vehicle?
Yeah.
Oh, heck. Just lay back and go to sleep. And I don't know if anybody's familiar with kayaks, that's what this seat reminds me of, is a kayak seat. The back, not having anything behind it, is more comfortable than a kayak seat, but the way it sits, the way it adjusts and everything is just like sitting in a sit on top kayak. And even if you didn't want to sit the entire time, I mean, you can stand it in this, the way that it stays, shaped to your body. It's a weird feel when you first put it on, because you feel like you need to pull up, but it's not going anywhere. Right. When you bend, it bends. Right. So you can stand up and you can move around the tree, or you could lean, if you just want to stand up for a while and stretch, and it feels like you're wearing a regular saddle. It's not in your way. Like I said, it looks big on the ground, but it wears
light
like a saddle. I mean, you just can't really tell the difference, except you got back support. I mean, even leaning in this thing, man, like, I mean, you could about lean and go to sleep just with the headrest and everything. It's like you're laying in a recliner. Man, I like it. I'll own one. Y'all check it out. That bad boy is so freaking awesome. I got in that, and I got in 4 of the steps. So I'm really excited to get this thing put together. I haven't put together nothing yet. I just now pulled it out of the boxes. And I was going to do an unboxing video, but y'all know how to cut tape with a pair of scissors, so I didn't think y'all really cared about looking at all that. But I'm just going to show y'all kind of what comes in here with this. If you get the sticks, it does come with 4 sticks. It comes with this top rail right here that will bolt on to the top of one of those sticks and give you a rail to where you can walk around the tree rather than having to use a saddle platform. I'm just going to show y'all this top stick right here, because it does have a place on the top where you can walk around the tree. So with this stick right here, you do not need a platform. All right, to attach this to the tree, you put the rope around, It's going to come around like that, around the outside, around this side, and over that rope. And then you're just going to weave this through here like that. And that's solid. And this thing, y'all, this thing is awesome. Like it's similar to the steel ladders that you put on a tree for like a lock on or something. The way that these are built, it's more of a step than it is like a stick. So for me, the advantage is, y'all see my gigantic feet. I wear a size 13 boot, and these are snake boots. Like you can wear lacrosse Alpha Burley Sports, and all of a sudden you got a boot that's this big around that does not want to fit on the side of a regular stick. But on this, I can get my foot in there just like a regular ladder and step up on it. And then on the top, once you get up on top, you can actually move around the tree right here on this thing. So one thing that I do like about these, even on the regular sticks, like on the ones leading up to the top, it's got this flat part on top. Bottom kind of, loops around like that. So when it's on the tree, you've got a flat spot where you can stand on top of this instead of standing on the little bars like on these right here. These are just tethered Skeletor sticks. And you've got these little steps right here. Well, my feet, when you're trying to step on that little thing and you've got those gigantic boots on, it is not very comfortable standing on that right there for any length of time. And I can't fit both of my feet on there at one time either, hardly. Just especially with the big boots on. Whereas with this, you've got a whole lot more surface area. It's further away from the tree, and it's just a big flat spot. So I can actually stand on that. If I need to stop a second or rearrange my other sticks and stuff, it's actually very comfortable to stand on. Storing them, they all fit inside of one another. They all go together like that. Every one of them fits inside one another. You can put a strap around it. And this will hang on the back of the JX3 saddle, and you can put a strap around it to carry them into if you want to. They are aluminum. They look like the steel ladders, but they are made out of aluminum and are actually a lot lighter than they look. So they're not heavy at all. It does come with a tether and a carabiner. It comes with your lineman's belt and a carabiner, and then your bridge attaches to another carabiner. So it does come with your hardware on that. These two have got your prusik knots on them. And this one right here, I've got the headrest. The headrest, when we did the video demo in this thing for the first time, I really like the headrest. I would recommend buying one. If y'all are going to get one of these saddles, I would 100% recommend getting the headrest. You can sit it right behind your neck, and man, it just helps so much take the stress off the back of your neck if you plan on sitting for hours and hours. So this is everything that you get with the VersaPack. You got your bino harness, you got a backpack, a hand warmer, this little pouch right here, it's got a bag in it. I'll show you all that in just a minute. And these two pouches are basically like dump pouches with zippered tops on them. All right, let's start off with the bino harness. I had not ever planned on buying one because I don't ever carry binoculars. I use my scope on my rifle, or I use my camera while I'm filming to tell what a deer is from a long way off. But I have found out that I really, really like this thing because I'm using it as storage. I'm not actually using it as binocular case. I've got my strap for my tree. I've got my release in here. I've got my arm guard. And it's got a great place to put a cell phone also. I'll show you all that here in just a minute. Got magnetic closures on it, which can be very, very quiet when you're trying to make it quiet on the tree. Holds it together and just drops straight down so you can, open it up while you've got it on you. You can use these straps on the top of the harness and on the bottom of the harness if you'd like. It comes with 4 of these straps. And it also comes with these paracord straps that have got small prusik knots on them to where you can pull this paracord and adjust the length of these. I've got my rangefinder in here. Over here, I've got my flashlights and a knife. In here, like I said, I've already got my tree strap and my release and arm guard. Well, with your cell phone, it comes with this rubber piece right here that wraps around your phone that has got a little button on the back of it. This button fits down in this piece sideways, slides right in, and then turns. And what you can do when you're walking through the woods, especially if you're looking at your GPS, the dark, whatever, you can turn that phone on and you can walk with that flap open and see where you're going hands-free. Now this is an iPhone 15 Pro Max. That's a really big phone. And these straps do fit over it. It's tight. I've got them stretched out pretty good, but so far they have not failed. It's actually worked pretty good. What I've been doing is I've been hanging this from a hook from one of my molly loops on my tree, and you can open this up and you've got your cell phone right there hanging in front of you. What I also have learned is you can take this and fold it back in on itself, and then fold this up where those magnets will clip, and you formed a little pouch. It's almost like a little dump pouch right there. So I can take my phone, or sometimes I'll video with my phone or record with my phone, but that way I can take my phone and just slip it down in there. I can pull it out if I want to, or if you're eating something. So you got a sandwich in your hand, a deer comes up, you can drop it right down in there. It just gives you a little dump pouch right in front of you. If you would like to attach the backpack to this, on the back, where your harness goes around the back of your shoulders, it's got these two little clips right here. And those clips will attach right here on the top of the backpack. It will hang off those clips right here. Just like that. Side straps that go from the bottom of your harness around your sides. You'll unclip those and feed those through the loops on the bottom of the backpack. I'll put it on in just a minute and show you all that. Something else, the hand warmer, it's got these clips on the top of it. And those clips are designed to clip into these loops right here. So if you're wearing the harness, you'll have your hand warmer right there at your hands, or if it's hanging on the tree, you can still put your hands in it right there. If you're in a saddle hunting, I mean, it's right there in front of you. Let's run through the backpack and I'll show y'all what all it is made up of. So you've got basically a 2-panel backpack. It will unclip right here. And it will open up, and it's got elastic right there holding that together, where you can sandwich something in here and then clip it back together. It works absolutely perfect for a saddle platform. So if you've got this pack attached to the back of the JX3, the way that JX3 is, this attaches to the back of your back of the stand, and the bottom of the JX3 will fold up on the other side of it. It'll be sandwiched in between there. So you can put a platform in here, sandwich that, fold the JX3 up, and you've got your platform to take up with you in the tree, assuming you don't have the walk-around ring on the top of the JX3 sticks. Now on the inside of the backpack, we've got some more of these paracord straps, and it's also got these molly loops in here to where you can attach any kind of accessories that you want that will hang inside of that backpack. And while I've got this open, I'm going to show you all this right here. You can see there's 2 zippers right here. If you unzip the top part of the pack, it'll take you right to the inside where your water bladder is. Got a place to hang your water bladder and an opening right here to where you can get the hose out of the top of the pack. You can take the bottom zipper on the bottom of this pack and unzip this all the way around, and the pack will expand. I guess it's probably close to 3 inches. And that way you can still get to the middle when you open up the center part of your pack. Now you've got depth. So if you need to roll up a jacket, stick it in there or whatever, it just gives you a little bit more storage. If you don't need it, you can zip that back together, flatten it out, and not have to worry about having the extra room. And of course on the outside, you've also got your molly loops. You've got these 2 loops right here. You've got 2 loops up here. I mean, it's just endless possibilities of where you can hang stuff. So let's talk about the hand warmer for just a second before we move on to something else. On the back side of this hand warmer, there is a little Velcro pouch, which for me would be ideal for putting hot hands. You can put a couple of hot hands down there, Velcro it, and that's going to keep your hands warm and keep the hot hands up against your body. The outside has got some zippered storage, which is nice. And it too has also got molly loops on it all over the front in case you need to hang something off of it. All right, next we'll talk about these little dump pouches. These little pouches right here, you could do just about anything with. The way that they're designed, it's got a little corner strap on the back, and it's made to fit on the corners of the top of the JX3 seat on the back. This will strap around there, hold it in place, but you literally, there's so many different options. You could use this thing for anything. The way it straps onto something, also has this clip on the top, so you could clip it to something. One thing that I noticed when the days that I wore my regular saddle hunting, I can clip these onto my molly loops. So what I could do is I can throw me a little thing of the little small Gatorades. I can put one of them in here. I took me a couple of granola bars, put it in the other one. whatever you need to, if you didn't want to take my chest rig, like I had my cell phone, whatever you want to put in these things, you can clip a couple of those onto your saddle and go and not have to worry about a pack or anything, which is great for one of those 2 or 3 hour evening hunts, you know, right before dark when I get done working in my shop. But all it is pretty much is just a pouch. You open it up, it's just a pouch. Got molly loops all over it too. So if you want to clip something to it, hang something to it while you're going, it comes with 2 of these. Then you've got your little dump bag pouch. This little guy right here has got a clip on the top where you can hang it, a couple of D-clips on the back for, you know, whatever. You can put it on a belt, whatever you want to put it on. When you open this up, it just blows up into this big old, looks like about a 1 gallon mesh sack. It does have a drawstring on the top of it. And you can hang that on the tree. And like I've seen guys use it for grunt calls, use it for gloves, use it for rattling horns or rattle bags, any of that kind of stuff. Just when you got a whole bunch of junk in your pockets that you're going to have to access here or there during the day, this right here is a fantastic way just to have a place to put something. Sometimes that's all you need is just a bag somewhere, and that's basically what this is. The way that it folds up into near nothing, if you're not needing to use it, or if you decide not to use it, or on the way back out of the woods, very compact, weighs almost 0, and you can just hang it from something and have access to that. All right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to put this whole thing together and put it on and kind of give you all an idea of what it looks like when you wear it whole. All right, so this is your full assembly. Got your hand warmer here, chest rig, backpack attached to the back harness. And of course your pouches are not attached. They will attach either to your belt, to a tree stand, to the JX3 saddle, to a regular saddle, or molly loops, however you want to do.
Just had a bug run off the mountain up here and run into a little thick patch of, it almost looks like cut over right here above me. I couldn't tell much about him. He didn't look like he had a real big rat, real white horn deer. Had a big body, but I don't know. This bug has got a doe up here. Every time he tries to breed her, she lays down. I can't tell how big he is. All I can see is a piece of antler, and then an eyeball, and then a leg, and then a piece of antler. It's so thick. I just shot twice. Really tall looking white horn buck. And I have no idea if I hit him or not. The first shot I know I missed. He's through a bunch of thick crap. And I saw a little hole and I shot. And after I racked my shell, I looked up and he's standing there looking at me. So I shot again and I didn't see him go nowhere. I don't know if I hit him or not. Climb down here in just a second, see if I go see any blood or anything. Oh my God, y'all. I killed him. He ain't no big, tall, white horned deer like I thought he was. He's a little smaller than I thought, but I don't care. I'm so freaking pumped. I thought I missed this deer. Y'all look how thick. Look how thick this is right here. All of this. I've been watching these deer for over an hour. Running out of this thing. Oh my God, let me check him right quick. Make sure he is dead. Oh yeah. He's down. He is down. And he's got a drop time. Oh man, how cool. How cool. Oh, he's got double drops. Look at that. Holy crap. No wonder he looks so wild and wicked out through there. Like I said, he's a young buck, but oh my gosh, I'll probably never kill another drop time buck in my life. Y'all, that's cool as crap. God, that's awesome. That is my first public land whitetail in my entire life. Thank you, dear Jesus. Thank you, God.